Not making movies about characters we don't care about. Ah!
Now, for the most part, I do agree with most of his points. However, his first point of making movies about characters we don't care about doesn't make sense here. If you know anything about comics, you will know that before the movies, no one cared about Iron Man at all. Everyone hated him. They thought he was arrogant, annoying, just a rich billionaire. Like, some of y'all are forgetting that Iron Man himself was a character that wasn't as beloved as he was now, especially now. The movies, the MCU, really changed how we looked at Iron Man. But what about some other characters that weren't that popular before the movies? Like, no one talked about how the Guardians of the Galaxy were a bunch of nobodies before this. Like, sure, some people knew about some. Like, if you were into comics, if you weren't, there's no way you would have known even Star Lord. I promise you. Like, I'm telling you, before the movies, no one knew who Star Lord was. I promise you. Unless you were into comics, you would not know this guy. That's why some of the comics are not having to adopt his movie look into it, because that's what people know him for. Another example is Shang-Chi. Before this, nobody knew him. Guess what? He put him on the map. You could even make the argument for Moon Knight, because although, yes, some people, more people knew about Moon Knight, he was still not on that level, especially before this whole series, which I do love. But, for example, Doctor Strange, although he was in some comics, he wasn't that big of a character. Now, obviously, I'm not saying these characters were absolutely like not known to the public. All I'm saying is before the movies, these people weren't widely recognized, and I can prove this to you by showing you a character that you guys probably not gonna remember. Now, I'm not expecting everyone to get this at all. I do expect some people are gonna point this out, but for the most part, I don't think you guys are gonna understand this. And for those who want to know, the character was Korg from Thor Ragnarok. I'm pretty sure he was also in Love and Thunder. I know he had the little scene in Endgame too.